Happy Monday, everyone. Jody here from Healing Journey, and this evening I'm going to be talking all about meditation. So, meditation is something that I teach in the Holistic Anxiety Fix. So, this is a program specifically designed for you, the anxious woman, to start to get to root causes of anxiety and support the nervous system to really calm down. So let's talk about meditation. When I first learned about meditation, it was a long time ago, and I thought it basically meant that you needed to clear your mind of all of your thoughts, which sounded extremely painful, and so I stayed away from it as long as possible. Then I lived in South Korea for a long time, and I really love photography. And so I ended up taking pictures of all of these places where people would go to meditate, except I never did it because meditation in my mind at that point was for somebody else. It wasn't meant for me because I didn't think that I could do it. So it wasn't until actually I got in a car accident that I started to really learn about meditation. And it can be an extremely powerful way to calm the nervous system down quite quickly. And so meditation isn't necessarily about, getting all of these things out of your mind, but meditation can be as simple as becoming aware of your surroundings. It can be as simple as becoming aware of your experience in your body, noticing your thoughts, noticing your breath. And so it doesn't need to be this deep, religious kind of experience. It's literally just slowing down and allowing yourself to notice. And so when we pause, this is very, very different from what we're experiencing on a day-to-day basis, because we're typically go, 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 go. And so when we pause, what happens is we allow ourselves to really notice sensations and feelings and what's going on in our bodies in a way that we wouldn't have before. Now, what I found when I first started to meditate is that my monkey mind would go crazy, and I spent a lot of time telling myself that I wasn't meditating well enough. And what's really interesting, and I don't know if you've tried meditation, let me know below, just write I've tried, is that we, especially with anxious women, there's a tendency to judge yourself. And so a lot of people steer away from meditation because they feel like they're not good at it. But what's interesting is you can't ever get good at meditation. And so when you notice the judging, it's quite literally just being aware of the judging. Oh, look, there I go. I'm judging myself again. Oh, look, there I go. I'm judging the judging. And so if you're somebody who's tried meditation and judges yourself, let me know below. Now, one of the big things that I find with people with anxiety is there's two types. There's the type where they'll try meditation and really embrace the non-judgmental way of doing it. And they will start to notice their body and mind start to calm as they, let's say, focus on the breath. Right? And then there's camp 2. And I've been in both camps. When I first learned meditation, I wasn't nearly as anxious. I wasn't as sick. And so it was great for me. It really relieved a lot of negative emotion. And the second time that I did it, my thoughts were racing and they were out of control. And so if this is you, also let me know below. Say, tried meditation, but my thoughts are out of control. This is very common with another subset of women with anxiety. And it can be really, really, really difficult to slow the mind down. And then, when I was at my peak, what I personally also found is that I became so aware of what was going on in my body that it made me even more anxious. Well, why is my heart racing like this? Like, oh my goodness, I'm tingling over here. Oh my goodness, this is happening over here. And so I would meditate to try and be calm, and I would leave the meditation more anxious than I was actually more anxious than I realized I was, which obviously is not the goal of this strategy. And so my tip for you this evening is, if you're one of these women where you try and meditate and you end up becoming so aware of all of the nuts and bolts of what's going on in your body, and you end up leaving more anxious or more judgmental, then what I invite you to do is do more of a meditative movement. And so there's something so different about moving and meditating at the same time. And the way that I do this is through a very gentle yoga class where I'm breathing quite loudly so that I can hear it, and I'm moving. And so this way I don't need to find stillness, and I'm noticing my body as I'm moving. So my attention is going somewhere else. Instead of noticing every nuts and bolts, I'm creating the movement, and then I'm driving my attention to that movement. So this is a very great way to calm your nervous system down and still engage in mindful moving meditation. That is still meditation. Now, if you're tuning in tonight because you have tried meditation and it works, but it only works in the short term and you really don't want to meditate 4 hours a day, I didn't, pretty sure you don't have the time to do that, then what's really important is that you take meditation as a strategy. So this is a strategy to help to calm your nervous system, but if it isn't lasting, then your body's telling you, hey, this is sort of working. There's something upregulating, there's something stressing out your nervous system. You need to now go deeper and find out what that is. So meditation is coming down from the top, but you need to get to the root and really start to dive into what exactly is it that's upsetting your nervous system. And this is exactly what we start to do in the Holistic Anxiety Fix. I teach meditation, I teach those strategies, but then I'm also looking at what else is really upregulating the nervous system and what is causing that meditation to only stick for short periods of time, because that is where you're going to find deeper levels of healing so that you literally don't need to meditate for 4 hours a day. So, because no one's going to do that. So let me know, unless you are a monk and you live in a monastery. So let me know below again, hey, I've tried meditation, I haven't tried meditation, and what your experience is. All right, I will see you tomorrow.